When I come to interviews, this is the type of energy I want. If I don't have some energy, then it's a problem.
That's Mitch. Some people call me South Jersey support
I
goat.
would say about you are very supportive. You are very loving and caring.
Wow, that was good. That was really good. You was on everything. If somebody was popping or coming up or whatever, especially in Cumberland County, you was on it or getting ready to be on it. So they can't even say like, "Oh, I knew." No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Nah. That's probably.
Yeah, what the fuck going on? It's your girl Steph, and I'm back with another hookah hour.
Hey.
Today, you know, the scenery is a little different. We're in a barbershop with it today. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Okay. We got my guy Terrence here. He is the owner of Anointed Hands and Spa?
Grooming spa.
And salon. Get into it. Where are you located?
Millville, 10 East Main Street, Suite I. Right next to House Hardware, behind Millville Nutrition in that same plaza.
Got the whole setup. We're gonna show y'all in a few. But before we get into the video, make sure you guys give me a like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you know every single time that I post and you don't miss a thing.
It's not that I want you here. Yeah. It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear. I fall for you every time I try to resist. Can't get away. Palm trees, beach views, and every day. All I wanna do is send images on replay. Sit right next to you. You do. Try not to show how I feel about you. You wish you were, but we don't really want to. I just wanna get away and sit right next to you. I wanna kiss you. Yeah, I just wanna feel you. Feel you. I want you around.
Terrence,
What up? What up?
we
I'm
have
excited.
not seen each other since high school.
I know. Dang. That was 12 years ago.
That was 12 years ago. We've been rocking for a
old.
minute, if y'all don't know.
That's
So we
a long
got a
time.
lot of catching up to do.
Word.
So in high school, you know, we was cool as hell. We ain't never hang out or nothing, right? Did we hang out?
Nah.
No. I don't even know. Shit.
I didn't hang out as much.
Yeah.
I don't think
like
nobody
more
did.
to himself.
In the
like,
school, I was cool with everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't with like a select group. But I don't, like, outside of school, I ain't hanging with like everybody else.
Yeah, he's like
you
more
went out
reserved.
Blue Town, I ain't see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I was at.
But we was cool.
Nah,
that was my
I'm without
dog.
Seabrooks though. I'm without Seabrooks, and then I would be out there, you know,
Yeah.
from time to time. But people still ain't see me come out. Nah, so I ain't hang out. I ain't hang out. No matter where I live, I wasn't coming out.
But it was always love. It's always love
Right,
every time we do
definitely.
see each other or talk to each other. And I really appreciate that, you know, because having those types of relationships, building that kind of relationship with people, you know, it really lasts a lifetime.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I know it's all love when we see each other.
Word, definitely,
You know,
definitely.
I fuck with that. I really fuck with that. So after high school, what's been happening after high school?
After high school, shoot, the first kid came.
Oh, okay.
The first kid came, then it was more like, what do I do with life? That's actually what led me to barbering school.
Okay.
Maybe 8 months to like a year after high school, I ended up joining the military.
Okay.
And then that was the National Guard, one active duty. But I ended up being in the same branch with my father. We didn't get along.
Oh, wow.
They gave me a pass to either get out or go to a different command. I chose the easy way, got out. Then it was like, all right, what I do with my life? Moved to Florida, ended up going to barber school in 2012.
Wow.
So it took me about 2 years to really find something, but I still, after going through barber school for a year and getting into it, not understanding the building process.
Right.
I think a lot of people forget about, no matter what you do, what you go to school for, it's that building progress where you gotta put the time in first.
Facts.
So started barbering in Florida, and then it was like, it ain't cutting it. End up having, shit, I think at this time, I'm probably 2 kids in, close to 3. And it was like, all right, what I'm gonna do?
Okay.
Like, I'm cutting, but
yeah.
I was still fresh.
Okay.
People weren't coming in the barbershop and request me. I still was like, if y'all watch the movie, I was that new chair. Like,
Okay.
do I get in that chair or?
Yeah.
Nah, I was tearing heads up. Don't get me wrong. I was tearing heads up. I was tearing heads up. So, with that being said, like I said, we're still like trying to figure out what I was going to do. But based on the way I had got out of the Army National Guard, I always assumed I couldn't go back in the military. I ended up making my way back up to Jersey, and then I found a recruiter that was like, she was willing to put in the work to get me back in the service. So now this some years go by. Now I'm 4 kids in. About 2016, I get back in the military. I go to the Navy. That wasn't what it was all cracked up to be, but I mean, I did 4 years. But my last year in, I went on deployment.
Oh.
So now that's where the passion for barbering came back. I was on deployment, and we had what we call a ship barber. Okay. Now the ship barber, when they learn in the military how to cut hair, is mainly sanitation. But they don't learn how to fade and do all the stuff that most of us guys like. Right. They do the basic military cut, just shave you down, you good to go, you in regulations. Gotcha. Now since I was a barber, I knew how to cut. I just started making my little money on the ship, on deployment, cutting hair, and I realized how much money I had to make. And the love for it came back. I was like, nah, that's where my heart at. Deployment was rough on me. Had my first mental breakdown. I was like, you know what? I'm done with this. I don't want to do this no more. Now, I got out in the dumb way. I did. I got out of the military in the dumb way. But I get my disability, so we good. You know, but other than that, I got back to barbering. Opened up my first in-home barbershop in Florida when I got, right before I got out. Before I ended deployment, I told my wife, like, look, I want to do this barbering thing. I want a barbershop open when I come back out this deployment. Right. The money I made on the ship, I sent it home. She got all my barbering stuff for me from my station, everything. Came home to a barbershop in the crib, and now Florida is so much simpler and easier than New Jersey. Yeah. Like, she literally, because I had a Florida barber license, so she just literally went online, filled everything out, applied. They approved it without inspections, all that. Oh, wow. So all they tell you is open up the shop, but when we come, be ready. Like, we go and look for stuff, whatever. So I did that. And then I still was in the military, and it was just like, hold on, I wanna expand though, but I couldn't really expand because I still was in the military. So I only was cutting maybe like 2 or 3 heads a day after like 5 o'clock. Then I finally do the dumb stuff and get kicked out the military. Get kicked out. Now it's October, but because I had the in-home barbershop, I felt kind of prepared. Like, I don't want to do this anyway. Like, I got my barber license. Now, also in this time is the pandemic going on. So it's like, will it be worth it, or would I really be setting myself up for failure? So I end up getting out. Like I said, I got kicked out, but I start working a security job. Just to, cause to get by, cause I knew when I had to pay for rent, car notes, it wasn't gonna cut it. And then I was telling my wife I need to expand, so we went looking out for spaces, and they have a thing called salon suites down south. I heard they coming up north or whatever, but when I found out about that, the lady, you know, she sold me on it. Like, oh, you building, you want to do it by yourself, come in the suite. So I talked to her. I don't know where I had came into some money at, but I had a couple dollars, put my little down payment down for the suite, and started from there. So now I was doing it full time, but most of my clients at the time was military. Now, my guys that I was cutting were guys I was on the ship with, and maybe people they might have told about me. But when they would go out called underways, 30 to 60 days, now business is slow for me. So now I'm in that struggling business phase. I still don't have like regular civilian clients. So they coming in, but real slow. Struggling, like, man, I don't know, like, but I was doing everything. I always felt like when it come to business, I'll be willing to sacrifice and stuff like that. So I was on that type of time. Anybody that was in my way, pushed to the side. Like, nobody gonna stop me from making this thing happen. After doing that, it was like, it ain't working. So I told the owner of the suites, like, look, my clients all in the military, they've been gone for a while. I can't keep robbing Peter to pay Paul, and I can't even pay you, and I still gotta take care of the family. So he ended up letting me out of my lease. He looked out for me because when I signed the lease, it tells in the agreement, if I cut the lease early, I still gotta pay. But he worked with me, thankfully, you know, I'm grateful for that. And then I started working for a barber influencer. Shout out to Mr. Pure Perfection, Beast Barber down in Jacksonville, Florida, on groom therapy. I worked under him. He showed me some tricks. Now, at this time, COVID still going on, so it ain't really, business ain't what I wanted it to be or expected it to be, you know. I was licensed for, at this time, licensed about 6 years, 7 years, but I still remember I never went through that building process. Like, I didn't go through building up my clientele and I was gonna be busy. So with the mentality I had, you know, still kind of being young in it and all, getting out there, it still was hard. But at this time, I also separated from my family because, like I said, anything I felt like was in my way or slowing me down for making my dreams happen, I pushed to the side. Like I said, I was willing to sacrifice everything. Not my soul, not my soul. But I wasn't willing to sacrifice my soul. But I was just doing what I felt like was necessary. You know, you wanted people that was pouring into your dreams and speaking. And I felt like at the time my family didn't, like my kids, of course, they didn't understand what I was doing as a father, trying to make something happen. Now, how I end up back in Jersey is, you know, still in communication with my family, my wife, and I'm like, man, this ain't really working here, but I feel like God trying to tell me something, and I'm more like forcing things. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna come back to Jersey in a few months. Let me try to tie some things here. Time go by. Now I'm back in Jersey. Now I'm cutting in the attic or whatnot. I got my clients now. One thing I was doing when I would come in town and visit while I was in the military, I cut hair, $10, $20 haircuts. So, not realizing I was building the clientele for what was to come. And this the part, you know, it wasn't expected. I didn't know, like, a lot of these people would continue to get their hair cut by me because I ain't been home in so long. And you're like, most people gonna find a barber. Like, if I'm only here every year or once a year, maybe twice a year. So, like, okay, they gonna have they regular barber. Like I say, building, working in the attic, end up doing like a little shop in my attic. And then I'm like, hold on, I gotta get my New Jersey barber license, and I'm tired of everybody coming to my house, because can't trust everybody that's coming in your house. You don't know what type of time
that's
everybody
like your safe space. You can't just be letting everybody into that, and their energies too, because
energy, definitely. So with that being said, it was like, hey, like I gotta start having everybody come to the house. So then, shout out to B&B Barbershop right out here in Melville. Reese, the owner, he allowed me the opportunity to come in there while I was on the process of working for my New Jersey barber license. I was in there for a little bit, but then my wife decided to go to school to be an esthetician.
Oh wow!
So I'm like, man, what was coming out of my barber pay here, if she come in, us together, that's a lot. Well, let me find out if I could get us our own space. Now, at first, the space we looked at was really big enough for me and her. Well, you know, just exploring, looking up places, Facebook, Google, wherever you can find places for rent. So Now we come across where we at now. To be honest, I ain't believe I was gonna get it. Bad credit. Don't meet half of the qualifications that's required on the application. And I halfway fill it out. I'm like, man, I don't know. I don't think I can get this. But one thing I did do with the owner, I just let her, you know, I was up front with her.
Yeah.
Like, I got bad credit, but I'm in the cash business.
Right.
I do have a clientele, and I can afford the rent just alone. But if you're willing to give me opportunity, I'm gonna build this into something, and we're gonna be here for a while. She's like, I want to give you the chance, and we talking in the meantime. But she said yes in the beginning, but then that's why I feel like I start opening my mouth too fast. I start telling people. I'm excited, you know, like something good about to come. Telling people, and then the day I was supposed to sign the lease, she changed her mind on me.
Oh.
She said, I don't think I could give you the space. It's not me, but it's my husband. My husband don't think you can afford it or whatever. Like, you don't even have everything that for our requirements. But since he don't believe you can do it, we need a co-signer. Now, how I grew up, not everybody you know got good credit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bruh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm a little down, like, dang, yo, like, thought I had it. She had me all hyped up. But also, in that time frame when she told me yes, I didn't have the money I needed for the deposit. Now, shout out to all the people that donated to my dream. I made a post on Facebook. Ask anybody that's willing to donate money, like, you know, any amount. It was up to them. Donate to see my dream come. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I don't know how many people gonna come through. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people gave money, some people gave their time. When I got the space, my brother Wu came through. He helped me with the floor. You know what I'm saying? My older brother who lived here, the original stations that was up on the wall, he helped do. Like, he came in, like, I had a lot of good people come through and help me out. There's a lot of names. I know somebody like, they didn't say my name. But don't charge it to my heart, charge it to my head. But, you know what I'm saying? So, even with all that being said, I ended up getting the money up through donations. Like I said, now we at the part where her husband still, and I gotta get a cosign. So I'm asking a few friends, a few people, not getting a nine, not getting that yes. Then my mom called me because she knew what I was trying to do. She's like, ask your grandma. I'm like, I don't want to ask my grandma. Like, at me, when it comes to communicating with family, I'm the worst. I don't call and check up on people. I don't, like, even my friends, like, people that I know rock with me. Like, I just never been the we gonna call and talk on the phone or whatever. So when she said, I'm like, dang, I don't call my grandma for nothing. But now I need her. Now I need her to try to get this business going. I gotta call her. It's like, Now when she first told me to call, I ain't called. It was like I waited like 2 days. Cause like it was bothering me that I know I don't talk to her like I should. But I'm like, I want the business though. So mom gave me another reminder. You talked to your grandma yet? I'm like, nah, I ain't talked to her yet. Like, I'm gonna call her. So like later on that day, I called her. I'm like, Grandma, what's your credit score like? She said, I don't know. I'm like, well, I'm trying to get this barbershop or whatever, this space to open up a barbershop, and they say I need a cosign. I'm like, if you're willing to co-sign, let me know, and I'll tell her. She's like, I don't know, grandson, but we could try. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna send you the paperwork. You gotta fill it out, get it notarized. I give it to her. Well, grandma, you know, did what she had to do. Sent the paper right on back. I gave it to the landlord. Probably like I ain't gonna lie, within like 2 hours of giving the landlord the paperwork, she called me and said I was approved.
Oh.
It's like, oh, it's on.
Oh, that's
like,
dope.
you know what I'm saying? Now,
Shout out to grandma.
Yeah, shout out to grandma, man. Miss, some of y'all know her as Miss Betty. You know what I mean?
Shout
Grandma
out
Betty,
Miss
you know what I'm
Betty.
saying? So, like I said, she approved me. And I had already collected the money, so I was deposit ready. Met with the realtors, gave them the money. We was good to go. Now, I had this space since April.
Okay.
Like I say, Jersey ain't so simple like Florida. Like in Florida, the application process online, like I said, you're approved, easy. But Jersey, but me being fast, right? I know what my dream is. I'm ready to go after it, and I signed the paperwork. Not even doing my research. A lot of y'all, when it comes to business, please do your research. Please, it's important. So.
Yes. We talked about that too.
I'm just on the type of time like I got my license. I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Ain't about nothing.
Yeah.
So I get in here, like I say, Woo helping with the floor, doing all the renovations. I'm going through now. Millville taking me through like a waiting period of when it's kind of like they did inspections on their own time. It was never like I thought, you know, if I wanted it done, I go and say, look, I'm ready. They coming out. Nah, I probably waited months before getting all my inspections. But then after getting all the inspections with the city, I still didn't realize I gotta wait on the state. Cause the state come out to tell you you could actually open as a licensed barbershop or salon. So I'm like, man, I'm heated. I'm like, I'm paying rent for a building that I ain't even in yet. So this is why y'all gotta do y'all research.
All comes with trial and error.
So then, actually, the inspector finally called me. And I was calling, I'm blowing their phone up like, man, my shop been ready for months. Like, when I'm getting the inspection. They're like, you just gotta wait. We'll call you. Now, my voicemail was full. He been calling me all along. He had been calling me for like 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
But because, you know how I say spam risk and all that? The number was coming up as spam, but when he would go to leave the voicemail,
he couldn't leave it.
He couldn't leave the voicemail.
Dang.
So, when I finally called, like, probably like a month go by, and I wonder why I never received a phone call. And they like, your voicemail was full. I'm like, no, my voicemail not full. Like,
yes, it was.
I'm like, I don't see no missed call from you. And then she gave me a date. She told me the date she called and everything. She's like, check your voicemail, see if it's full. Now, me just being, you know, wanting things when I wanted, I never even thought to check my voicemail to see if the mailbox was full. So because
you don't think about that. I know I don't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I check it. It's full. Like, full mailbox. I just delete. I start deleting all them voicemails. So I had got in touch with him. He gave me a date. But then, like a week go by, he calls me back. And he's like, I need you to do me a favor. I need to come sooner. To me, that's a favor to me.
Right.
You coming sooner?
Right.
Oh yeah. Because I read if you pass inspection, you can open up the next day. So I'm like, yeah, what day? Like, I'm ready. So say I don't need to come on the Thursday, which is August 3rd at this moment in time. So he come, he do the inspection, and he like, oh, I appreciate you doing me a favor, da da da. So I'm kind of feeling like I passed due to saying yes. Like, he didn't really be hard on me, you know. He gave me some ideas, which is why I'm a full service salon the way I am, like looking for nail techs and all that stuff, because he was just feeding me all type of ideas. So I passed. You know, the next day I go open August 4th, and now we here.
Now we here. Tell them what services you offer.
So, do men cuts, hot towel shades, facials, waxing, men and women. Also do nails, men and women as well. Women cuts, We got a stylist that do wigs, closures, you know, quick weaves. You know, there's a lot of names for the. We got people that do braids. You know, we do everything except for pedicures at this time. I'm gonna think of a spa service that we don't do. We don't do massages like actual, like we don't have a masseuse.
What about facials?
Therapist. Yeah, we do facials.
Okay.
If you need a skin treatment, we got somebody that can treat your skin when it comes to facials. I know some people like facials just for relaxation, and some actually have skin conditions that need to be treated. We do that. Oh, wait, back facials. I don't know, some of y'all might not heard of back facial, but it's basically like a deep back cleansing. Now, you kind of get a massage. Well, you get a massage, but it's not a full lower back massage. It's really just your upper back.
Skincare, yeah.
Skincare, yep.
That's fire.
Yeah. Oh, vajacials too, ladies.
Oh,
vajacials.
Okay.
Vajacials. We didn't get to the jewels part yet. I know y'all ladies like stuff like that. We didn't get there yet.
But that's a lot for you've been open for 2 months, and you got a whole thing here.
Yeah.
Like that's fire.
Full service salon for men and women.
Like,
also, your kids can come here and be serviced as well. Water, coffee, donuts, candy. I don't know how many barbershops offer you that stuff. Y'all should keep that in mind when you think about Anointed Hands.
Okay. Period. And you also have your own hair and skincare line?
Yeah, we have our own hair care line, which is natural and organic hair care line. Now, some of the products you can use on your skin. What's good for the hair is good for the skin, because what do you have? A scalp with your skin. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't know that. We range from 3 different shampoos: deep moisture, charcoal, and gentle cleansing. No, we got 4 shampoos. My bad.
Do you have a website?
Do have a website, www.anointedhands.shop. You can see about our products on there. Also, if you're in the Richmond area, Richmond Beauty Supply also carry our products.
Oh, that's fire.
Yes,
I love that.
Yes.
Okay. Keep that in mind. And I'm gonna link everything in the description below, like anywhere, anything that you can find about him and his salon. I'm gonna link it below so that y'all can just go ahead and click that. That's so fire.
Oh, another thing, we offer memberships. How many shops offer memberships?
I don't know any. So what does the membership include?
So our basic membership, which is if it's basic kid or basic adult, which is just for the single person, which is those are haircut memberships at the time. That includes 2 haircuts and a shape up. Okay. Now, when you sign up for the membership, that initial payment covers 1 haircut, so you basically get a haircut and a shape up for free.
Okay.
So it was created to help people save. Not everybody can afford to spend regular price services 2 times a month.
Yeah.
So that's why it was created, but it's also to help me retain my clients. I know if you got a membership, you say, oh, I paid for 1, but I get a free one in 2 weeks. I know you coming back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know too many barbershops that get back to clients. That's my way of showing my clients I appreciate them coming and trusting me with them services. So.
And that's the thing about you that I've noticed just from your content, like you really care about your clients, and I feel like you build these relationships with them, you know? And it's really admirable. I really like that.
Definitely.
Because it makes you feel like, even when I just walked in, like it just felt like so homey. Like I just felt like welcomed, you know?
Definitely.
Like it's really dope. I'm really proud of you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, here, I guess to, what's the word I'm looking for?
I know what you're saying.
Man, it's a word
it's like to piggyback off of.
Yeah, to piggyback off of what you're saying. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's what I was trying to say. But to piggyback off of that, here we just believe in it. It's more about the experience. I feel like anybody can sell you a service. Think of how many barbers, how many cosmetologists, how many estheticians. It's so many of us in this profession that anybody can just sell you on the service.
Right.
Well, our goal is to sell you on the experience. So with every haircut is a shampoo included.
Okay.
Now, I believe, well, not that I only believe, but even taught in school, clean hair makes for the best haircut and even the best hairstyles. If I know your hair is free of dirt and grime, I give you the best look.
Yeah.
My clippers won't get jammed up. It's going to cut the hairs it's supposed to cut. Maybe if I'm styling the hair, I could grip the hairs of how I'm supposed to because it's clean hair. So I think that's the biggest part. That is the whole experience. Even like you said, when you came in, from how you feel when you walk through the door to how you feel leaving out the door. That's what's being captured. Yeah. You know?
I like that. That's what makes y'all stand out from anybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I don't know how many full service salons you can find around here either.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. I'm happy that you came back to Cumberland County to do this though. Like, that's really fire.
Cumberland County always gonna be home.
I
though.
know.
No matter what people say about Cumberland County, like, I just believe Cumberland County have been used to certain things for so long. I was willing to take the risk to bring something different.
Yeah. It's really all up to us to make a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all at the age now to be able to do that.
Definitely.
You know, instead of just allowing it to just be what it's been for all these years. You know, a lot of people talk down about Cumberland County, but I feel like, you know, with things like this, like, we're starting to build it back up.
Definitely.
You know?
But you have a lot of people talk down about it, but how many people are taking action to change that narrative?
Exactly. That's why I have so much respect for you, because this is amazing. This is we need this. You know what I mean? I really do. I really fuck with it. It's really dope. Woo over there like, yeah. So you accept walk-ins?
Accept walk-ins and appointments. Now, the dope thing about appointments as well, if you download our app on Google or Apple.
An app. Oh, you got an app. You gotta download that.
Yeah.
Dang.
I don't know how many shops got an app around here either.
Come on now. Like, this the best shop. This the best full service salon.
Which that's another convenient way. I notice clients like convenience, right?
Yeah.
If I can make it easier for you to book with me, then look, that app, whatever service you're looking for, whatever professional you're looking for, is all on the booking app. You just simply click on our name, click on the service, date and time, and it's prepaid now. I know some people might not be too comfortable with going ahead and paying, but that just lets me know you serious about your appointment.
Yeah, it secures the spot.
Secures the spot.
The appointment, yeah.
And if you don't want to book the appointment because you don't trust putting your card online, you think I'm going to do anything crooked, no, that's not the case. You could just walk in.
Okay.
So we do take walk-ins. Now, my biggest thing to walk-ins is to avoid disappointment, make the appointment. Because when you just walk in, you never know how busy I am. You know, you might catch, from time to time, you might catch me on a slow day, just walk in, able to get in the chair. But then the next time you come back, I might be busy that day. And then you like, and you know what, I'm going to just come back.
Yeah.
Most people that I notice really want to be able to get in the chair. So that's what the appointment's for. If your time is a certain time, you're supposed to be able to get in the chair. And the only thing I will say, the longest you will wait if you have an appointment with me is 10 minutes. If anything longer than that, then I must be doing something wrong or something. But that's rare if you was to come in here with an appointment and wait longer than 10 minutes to get in the chair.
I like that. So the app is called?
The app is actually called Anointed Hands Grooming.
Which is also going to be linked in the description below.
Word.
I'm putting y'all on today, okay? So how does it feel to have made a career out of like doing what you love?
It's many words I can use. And I say that because besides the excitement, it's going through the frustrating moments and the trials of messing up and figuring things out. It's the whole process. Like, I love the process because I know I'm building, but then it gets frustrating too because I don't only just have to consider myself. I got to consider all the other professionals that work with me. It's making sure their clients happy, making sure they're happy, and they like the whole environment in here. and you know, just trying to make it a great spot for everybody.
Yeah.
That building stage is a tough stage to go through. Like I only been open 2 months, so like right now it's those. I don't know what today gonna bring.
Yeah.
You know, like, and some days you just people walking in the door, you're like, oh, like I got something. So I'm just glad I could do what I love. I always ask the question of how many people do you know that do what they love to do?
Exactly.
And that's far less people than most people would think. Some people choose stuff for the money, and I'm definitely not. Now I know I can make good money, but I would say in the beginning when I was in Florida, I think it was hard for me because I was chasing. Now I like to say I'm attracted.
Get into it. Yeah.
I feel like when you chase the money, it's always running away from me. But now that I'm attracting it, it just comes.
Yeah.
I don't have to stress about it or worry about it. It's coming.
Yeah.
I've been doing good so far. You know, I don't have to really like force myself to go reach out to a client, and I know it been 2 weeks. I'm not saying, hey, you know what? I'm free right now. Do you want to come in?
Right.
It's just check my app, see if I got any appointments, and you know, I know who's coming in.
Yeah.
So, and besides the walk-ins, so it's a great feeling though. I love it.
That's
I mean, and I'm just trying to share with
happy
everybody.
for you. I really am.
Word.
It's so good to see like your growth and just everything. Like we haven't been connected since high school, really.
Yeah.
So like just to see you from then until now, like it's really dope. I really love it, and I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you.
I appreciate it.
You talk about, you know, the trials and tribulations, trial and error. So what do you think has been your biggest challenge so far as a business owner?
Not doing my research.
Do your research.
Not doing my research. Like I say, I was paying rent on a space that I wasn't occupying.
Right.
Like I knew it was mine.
Yeah.
But I would have saved a whole lot more time and money if I did my research to know, well, when I do get a space, I gotta go through this inspection, that inspection, and it don't just happen when you want it to happen. If you don't do your research to know the city come out on their time or what fees you gotta have covered, what's the requirements of the building as far as it might be something simple as a fire extinguisher hanging up.
Yeah.
It might be a pipe somewhere or something that you might not even thought to look at, but it's things we normally don't think about when we go get a space or a business. We just say, oh, we want a business.
Yeah.
And some of us just go for it, but we didn't really, like I say, check out what the building requirements are. It might be, you know, whether it's a corporation, anything. Those are things I feel like people need to look up, like what type of business will it be for you?
Right.
I think another thing people don't know about tax benefits. When you do your research, look up your tax advantages, because if you provide certain things, you do get certain tax breaks. I think that's what separates the classes of people that we have. The rich are rich because they know about certain tax breaks as being a boss.
They just get that money right back. Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it's just learning. But like I said, the research.
Yeah.
Clients and customers are gonna come and go. Some people are meant to enjoy the whole journey with you and everybody, and then everybody got a season. You know, so. And you can't be scared. I think that's a big thing. A lot of times we always think we're ready. I don't think it's a perfect time of being ready. It's just going after it, you know. Taking that first step. A lot of us scared to take that first step.
That's true.
So.
Very true. Sometimes, like, we're our own, like, worst enemies, you know? Like, we the ones that hold ourselves back sometimes.
I think another thing people don't realize, you can start a business with other people's money. Now, if you got good credit and you do your research and learn how you could bring money in without coming out your own pockets, you can start that very business that you probably say, oh, I need more money for.
Yeah.
That's why I say research. Besides doubting yourself.
Research is key.
Yeah.
And don't doubt yourself. You could do anything you want to do. You just got to do it.
Word. Just
You know
do
what
it.
I'm saying?
Nike said it right. I know I ain't getting paid. You know, they might need to.
Hold on, because we said the same shit in your interview too. It's really fact. We all got the same mindset. That's why. Like we all on the same type time. That's exactly why.
That's the connection. That's how you know it's meant. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all got the same mindset. That's crazy. We really talking about some of the same shit. But it's the truth. It's the truth, you know? But like how important is it to you to have the right team by your side? Like,
man, having a team in general is the most important thing. I feel like that should be the basics, or we should say the fundamentals. So for me, it was like I seen how far I was, and then it's like now I'm building a team. I know I can go further because this business don't build with me alone, right?
right.
I have a receptionist. I have the other professionals that work in here. So my business grows because they're in here. They bring other clients in here that may want a different service. My client might not only want a haircut.
Right.
My client may want a facial. My client may want a wax. Because men and women get haircuts. So it just depends. Matter of fact, I got clients with dreads. He might want to shape up, but he might need to see my stylist for a retwist in the style. So you can't do everything by yourself. You only gonna be good at, like, now you have some great people that can do just about everything in a business, but it comes a time where you need to let somebody else step in that space, and that's probably way better than you at doing it. Like, when it comes to my flyers I post, my wife make those. She's great at that. I got a sign-in sheet when you come in the shop. When I'm in here by myself, my receptionist out there, I don't make nobody sign in. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
and then and also you know, with the condiments and stuff, because she is here, she can make that coffee, she can get the water. So it's, you know, I don't have to take out time out of the service to offer that, or I had someone that's helping me, or even explaining my membership.
Right.
I can have a conversation with my client, but instead of me, because I can't multitask, don't get me in a good conversation while I'm cutting your hair. Gonna be here for a while. you gonna be here for a while. We got a good conversation going on, but so I won't get distracted into the conversation, I have her explain the memberships or offer, you know, the things we had to offer. So, like I said, having a team only makes you better.
Yeah.
Because you don't gotta carry all the weight.
Yeah. Yep. You said that's it right
You
there.
know,
You said
like,
it. Yep.
And a lot of times that's where most business owners or young entrepreneurs get frustrated. We're carrying all the weight. We trying to do everything when we don't have to do everything. Our minds, I got to do it all. Now, someone's got big prides and big egos.
Yeah.
That's where it's like, if I do everything, I'm the big dog.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's actually foolish.
Yeah. I agree.
So,
You definitely need a team. You need the right people with you. Yeah. Can't carry all the weight by yourself.
yeah.
You just gonna drown. You just
That's
gonna,
it.
You know what
Eventually, all that weight drown you.
Yeah, facts.
Cause it get heavy. Get heavy.
Yeah.
We can hold this. If we was on the phone for longer than probably an hour, that joint felt like it's 100 pounds. Like, so it just show you eventually the weight get super heavy, and you can't hold it no more.
Yeah.
So, and then that leads to people quitting and giving up. So, if you get somebody to help you carry that weight,
just make it a little bit easier.
make it a little bit the journey. You know what I mean? And to make the journey worth it, man, because you have people that's going through with you. Now you're not going through alone. Like, I don't know, I'd rather go through stuff with people that, you know, we can feed off of each other.
Hell yeah. Last but not least, if you could say something to your younger self, what would you want to say?
My younger self?
Yeah.
I would tell myself, take that first step. Go for it. Like, go for it. I felt like I'm just now getting to where I'm at because I wasn't sure. And I always felt like I had to be ready. I get in a place where I'm unhappy with life to say, you know what, I had enough. Now I want to go after it. Where I could have did that in the beginning, and who's to say Anointed Hands Grooming Spa Salon could be something way bigger by now. And what? I went to barber school 10 years ago. What? And I've been in Jersey. Next month will be a year. I got a full barber service, and I mean spa salon, like 2,000 square feet
Facts.
building,
Facts.
where you know I never. Honestly, I doubted myself. Like when I filled out the application, I doubted myself, saying, "I don't think I'm gonna get it." But it took me to say, you know what? Before I get this back to the landlord, let me tell her what's my situation, so she understand why I filled it out the way I did, and she know where I'm coming from. And now she will have to decide after knowing me. Like it's kind of like I did an interview before actually applying. So,
Right.
I mean,
Well, you took that step.
I took that step,
And it led you here.
hey,
And that's what's up.
only going up from here, baby.
Okay.
Only going up from here, yes.
Well, shout out to you. I'm proud of you. I love to see it. You know you got my support 100%. You know, we might not talk all the time or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's, like I said, it's all love.
Word, all love.
So, you
all
know,
love.
I appreciate you for coming on to my hookah hour. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope the viewers enjoyed. And yeah.
Nah, I definitely enjoyed myself. I'm grateful that you asked me to be a part of this show. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
You support me. I also get to support you at the same time. Like, I like to see what you doing. You know what I'm saying? Wu told me about it. I'm like, yo, I gotta get on that. Word up. Like,
shout out to Wu too for bringing us together.
Definitely. Because like you said, we didn't talk in a long time. I didn't want it to be weird to be like, yo, like, I'm trying.
It's not weird.
So I didn't reach out on my own. I went through Wu to say, oh, bro, like, yo,
You can
tell
always
her.
reach
Know
out
what I'm
to
saying?
me. Anybody can reach out to me. I might not always see it, you know, because, yeah, but
nah, I mean, that's why I'm grateful. Like I said, I was excited when you came in, set up, like, yeah, it's go time. Like, I felt like I was a celebrity for a second. Like, yeah, doing the interview, baby, I'm about to be on the news tonight. Like,
okay.
So it's dope though, man.
Thank you.
In the same sense, it's like, this dope to me. I like to see the people I came up with doing great things. This dope. Like,
thank you. I appreciate. I feel the same
dope.
way. Yeah.
This real dope. Like, word up.
You know, if I can support, I'ma do it.
Word.
So, but no, I appreciate you.
Come see us. Soon enough, in about a year or so, you're gonna hear that Anointed Hands Grooming Spa Salon is the best place to be when you need a service done. We professional. You don't get a whole bunch of foolishness. Even though Anointed Hands is the name, we're not preaching to you. We still human. We keep the music on. It might not be no cussing in it, but we also understand it's kids here. Kids come through. Everybody don't expose their kids.
Kid friendly.
Yes, kid friendly. It's no drama going on, none of that stuff. It's a vibe in here. It's definitely a vibe.
Thanks.
It's so much I could say. I don't know what to say.
I think you covered it pretty well. Yeah.
So just come see us. Book that appointment.
Book the appointment.
Or walk in. Even if you just want to come check us out, just come check us out. Just stop by.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna bite you. We ain't gonna yell at
some
you.
Good conversation.
Yeah.
You know, little snacks over there.
Word. Come get a cup of coffee. Come drink some coffee. Get a bottle of water. You might be thirsty.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Peace.